Hello, welcome to BigTibis. In this video, we are going to see the BigTibis Bakery Management ERP software. So this software comprises of three modules. First is the store or godown. Second is the production. Third is the branch or shop. In the store, the first one, all the raw materials will be purchased and kept as a stock. The production center, whenever they require, they will request and receive the stock of the raw materials, and they will process the products and they will keep as a finished product in the production center. So all the finished products will be requested and received by the branch or shop. So multiple production can be created, same way multiple branch can be supported through this, and all these can be centralized and can be integrated in single database so that administrator can see all the production center and all the branches functionalities. Let us see what are the modules are being included in one by one. So store comprises of purchase of raw materials, stock maintenance, opening stock, then accept and transfer stock to the production or branch. Sometimes the branch also requests the raw materials like cool drinks or anything. So similar way, they will request the production center also. Same way, the store will have all the reports of purchase and stock maintenance reports. The production center will request the stock to the store, and they will also return the unwanted stock or expiry or damaged stock to the store. Next, after the stock has been requested, it will make the production stock. So all the process like after raw materials, it will be executed as a production stock after using some recipe management, and that stock will be maintained in the production. So the maintained production will be accepted and it will be transferred the stock to the branch. So whichever branch is requesting for any production stock, it will accept and it will transfer to the respective stock to the branch. So now comes the branch. So branch will request stock to the production or store. At the same time, it will return the damaged or unwanted stock to the store or production. So they will enter the payment entries, all the expenses. After that, the branch will get some order forms. So for cake orders or any party orders can be accepted from the branch. Next comes the billing. This is the POS billing, or you can use a keyboard also. Both the options are available. Then GRN, good received notes. So next comes the inter-branch stock transfer. Sometimes a branch may have excess of stock, so that will be transferred to another branch as per the request received from the respective branch. Then after all the process completed, day closing, that will be done here, and all the reports can be synchronized to the centralized database. So branch can be kept online always. Otherwise, if there is any internet problem, they can run the shop or do the transaction offline, and the end of the day they can synchronize all those details in the same database so that the administrator can see all the branches transaction while sitting in the same place. And all kinds of reports, all the order reports, billing reports, stock reports, and the transaction reports, day closing reports. So whatever reports like sales, purchase, everything can be seen from the branch. So let us see the software demo. Now let us see the demo here. So first we'll start from the store. So we'll use a login for that. Once the login is done, it will be navigated to your home page. So you can see here that master. So all the ingredients categories can be created in the place. So beverages, boards, book, bread covers, all the carton boxes, all the categories can be created here. And next comes the ingredient master. Ingredient master will have the category. You have to select the category what we have created previously, and it will be listed in the drop down. you need to select from the list, and you have to provide the ingredient name, ingredient code, HSN code, the minimum quantity alert. This alert is for the stock maintenance. Sometimes we'll be having a minimum stock alert. A product may have, when it comes to 10 or 100, a stock alert should be provided to the user. So that stock alert can be done by using the minimum quantity alert. So UOM, which UOM belongs to unit of measurement, whether it's kg or numbers or box or packet, based on the ingredients, and what kind of tax we are going to impose. It can be 0, 5, 12, whatever tax you are going to use in the product, you can do that. So you should allow the request from various production or branch. So you have to mention this. Then you can upload, if in case if you want to upload in a bulk format, so you can upload using the data from the Excel sheet also. So then comes the contact master. This is nothing but a supplier details where we are going to request the product for the purchase of the raw materials. So purchase order. So when we have to do the purchase order, we have to enter the supplier details. So the supplier details have been added in the contact master. So you have to mention whether it's a local purchase or interstate purchase. Based on that purchase, the CGST and SGST or IGST will be imposed here. So the purchase order number will be generated, the order date, supplier name should be selected, and the payment mode, cash or credit, can be selected. Then comes the ingredients. So based on the supplier name, we have the details here. So for example, AR agency, we will purchase only the maida sugar. From another trader, Anjali Traders, we are purchasing only the oil. And Aqua Tower, we are purchasing only the water can. So this can be mapped using the contact master, so that unnecessarily the confusion won't be appearing. So for example, if you are asking for any other oil alone, so you can mention this oil, and you have to enter the quantity of oil you need. The unit of measurement appears automatically here. So the GST details has been provided in the item master itself, and you have to enter the details. So you have to enter the primary unit of measurement. You have to select it. So primary unit of measurement is, what we have done is 12. So it automatically appears here. The purchase quantity already which is available in our godown is 0. So if you want to add another product, you have to enter the plus button, and automatically you have to enter the another row. So once it is completed, it will show you the subtotal, CGST, SGST and IGST. Since it is the local purchase, CGST, SGST balance appears. When it goes for the interstate purchase, then you have to enter the details. Based on that, IGST will be calculated. So this is about the purchase order. Now comes the raw material purchase. When you have completed a purchase order, then comes the raw material purchase. So it will be, you can do it direct purchase, or you can either do from the purchase order also. So the basic details as we did previously. If you want to go for direct purchase, you have to enter the invoice or DC number, and you have to select the supplier name. If in case the supplier name is not available in the list, you can enter directly as a new supplier, so that you can enter it the name here. So I want to select from the list, and we can automatically the mobile number, GST number, the other details will be appearing of the particular supplier name. And comes the payment mode. You have to enter the item load details. So HSN code should be provided, and you have to enter the primary unit, the quantity of that. If in case if you have received a discount from the supplier, then you can enter, otherwise you can leave it. What is the discount amount, what is the GST that has been imposed, and what is the rate you have received for the Coolberg Canberra. So it calculates it, and you have to enter the expiry date also for the batch. And you can enter narration details also. So all the freight charges or details can be added, and total round off will be shown here. So next comes the purchase return. In case if you want to return any item, so you can mention supplier name, you have to add, and you have to enter for which invoice number you are going to return it. So you can select the name, and what happens is the automatically list out the products which has been added in the particular purchase. So I will select another one. So from out of 2 or 3 items, you can either you can return a particular item alone. So this is the purchase return. This is a stock opening. So when you're going to use the system for the first time, then if you want to transfer all the opening stock details, you can enter the stock details here, so that the opening stock will be added along with the existing one. So okay, fine. So next we can go to the stock request from the branch. So when we receive a request, so we'll try check the date. So we can so we have 12 branches here of the shop. So when I select a particular shop, you can search for it. You can find out at what time what are the items you have received for the request of the raw materials. So you can see the view details portion. So it will show you the white choco chips, veg sandwich box. So these are the box covers. These are the boxes, the fruit tins, the food items, housekeeping sanitizer. So everything will be stored in this store. Okay, the godown. So these items are being requested as this time. So you can see at 6:23 you have received some other request. You can either accept and transfer it, so that the stock will be reduced here and it will be added to the particular respective branch. So I have selected Town Hall Road. This Town Hall Road will automatically the stock of the existing item will be appended, whatever the things has been accepted. After this, let me move more to the accept raw materials. So you can see what are the items has been accepted as a new things from the various branches. So if you want to accept or direct transfer, you can do here. Next comes the reports, raw material reports. What are stock available, store stock details, store report, detailed report, kitchen usage report, purchase summary, purchase future expiry details. So this will be an alert, so that you can you easily you can add on the stocks which is going to get expire or future expire, so that you can make a new purchase. For that you can use this. The same way for the goods transfer. So how much of good has been transferred to store or production, you can do that. So you can generate invoice based on that. So this is all about the store. So let me show a particular report how it appears. So you can see here raw material details. So from 1 to 10th, what are the stock and bill date, quantity, rate, and what is the mode of payment. This is the raw materials which has been purchased from various suppliers. And you can also see the purchase summary report. So either you can see, for example, from 1 till 10th. So what is the supplier, from which supplier you have got. So just Taurus agencies, we have received 29,000 worth of products. So Guna offset printers, we have received so much of, so we have purchased so much of items on a particular, so it's a consolidated report of particular supplier. If you want to see for product alone, so cranberry, whenever we have purchased, what are the dates we have purchased. So it is split up and it has been consolidated based on the product. If you want to see by the expiry date, so the expiry date is this, and when you have to make a next purchase. Okay. So this is all about the summary report. You can either go and see other reports also, the future expiry report or good transfer report and other details. So now I'll move on to the production login. So once you enter, what happens is you have the master details, notification alerts. So you can have the details like message, content, from date to date, to which branch you have to send a notification. In case if you want to alert any branch, or you have to alert any all the branches about any messages through that messages in the alert system, the notification. So you can send through this software itself, so that the system will alert each branch respectively. And next comes the UOM master. So kg, numbers, box, packets that can be created from here. And tax master. So whatever tax you want to add to the products, you can do it here. Next comes the group master, the categories. So we have already seen the same thing in the store also, but this comes using this, the branch or the shop will do the billing. So you have to enter the group name, group code, then what is the name you want to print. So print name will be different from the understanding of the user. So whether it's a production or icing process, whether you have to accept this request or not, so you can mention everything like this. So margin setting is nothing but in case if you are providing franchise, so you can add margin also along with this, so that the other than the existing cost which is available for the branches, so along with that a percentage of amount will be added. So for your own brand, for example, there is a seller, there has a category here. So for your own branch it is 30%, the franchise 27%. So we can add more details about this, so that the price will be added along with the margin. Subcategory master is similar to the category. This is the item master. So the products, whatever you have to do for the billing or order, everything can be added from here. Either if you are having a bulk upload data, so you can upload from Excel sheet also. Same way for the HSN or tax details. If you want to enter one by one, there is an option here to add manually. So you can see that multiple branches, whether this product is available to this particular branch, or you can select multiple branches at the same time, or if a product is applicable to one or two branches, you can select the particular branch alone and you can add this product. Same way, you have to select the category, you have to enter the, you have to select the subcategory, whatever we have created previously in the master, the item name, the print item name. So item name is just for the user purpose, make him to understand at the time of billing. The print item name is for the customer while he wants to take up billing. For example, the item name will be 001 for the user understanding, but the print name will be Choco Vanilla Cake. So something like that. Then the serial number, then tax details, rate, unit of measurement. The same way for the minimum stock alert. So if you want to make an alert yourself that whenever the stock comes under 10 or 100 watt based on the product, so you will receive an alert from the system that you have to re-enter the stock through the purchase system. Whether the product is veg or non-veg, you can mention it here. Then the recipe settings. So here comes the main thing, the whatever the items you are purchasing, you are getting receiving from the store, that should be processed and kept as the production stock, so that the production stock will be requested from various branches or shop, and the stock will be transferred from here to the branch, respective branch. So either if we want to upload data from Excel sheet, you can do the same, and for example select the item name. For preparing this blackcurrant, what is the production hour, what is the quantity per recipe setting, what is the raw material details. So when you type here, automatically it will be filtered from here. So for example, what are the items for making a blackcurrant? You need the products like sugar. So sugar will be listed out here. You can enter any type of sugar here, or caramel cup. So we have to mention what is the required quantity and the UOM. So you have to select it, and whatever happens is it will take us, the stock will be reduced when you are executing this particular stock, that is the blackcurrant. So the related raw materials will be reduced, because we have requested from the store. The production is requested the raw materials from the store like sugar or any blackcurrant or any maida or sugar, then ghee, butter. So many things are required to prepare this blackcurrant. So what will happen is when the stock is increased in the blackcurrant cake, the raw material related to that will be reduced. So for example, for preparing the this, what are the items are required. So you can see here what are the items are requested or are being used, are being listed out here. Okay, this is for a general purpose. Then comes the branch master. So what are the branches? If you want to do here, you can do it. Stock request from branch. So what are the stock has been requested on a particular date, you can see from here. You can search, so that on this particular date, what are the items you have received from various branches will be listed out here. So these are the branch name. So request number is here, and who is the person who have requested, what is the request number, what is the time, and you can see here the details, what are the items you can see, because it shows in red color because you don't have the stock right now. You have to make a production and you have to send it. So this particular stock is available, which is showing in white color, the sweet bread and wheat bread puff veg, these are available. So order quantity is this, the receive quantity is this, and the bread, this is the stock available with us. Then the bread sandwich bread is not available, the quantity is 0. We don't have this particular stock. What the production center should do is they have to purchase they have to request the raw materials from the store, they have to execute the production, and they have to keep as a final stock. Then you have to accept and transfer the stock. So if you are having a low stock, then you can request from here to the store. So for that you have option here, request raw items to the store. So you can demand to the store. So when your product has been received, you have to mention the receive raw materials from the store, so that what will happen is you have physically received the stock, and the particular notification will be sent to the store. The stock in the store will be reduced and the stock will be added here. And you can add the production stock, that is the final stock. When you complete the process of production, the final product can be added here. So add production stock. This is the production. If you want to add a finished good stock, so you have to enter the category, then the prepared by, so you have to enter the raw material detail. So you have to enter all the details, so that you have to execute the raw materials and you have to complete the finished stock. So in case if you are having anything return received from the branch, if your product, the finished product has any defects, or if it is sponge, if you have received any fungus has been formed, or any damage has been happened while the transferring the stock from the production to the store, that is the shop. So what will happen is they will return the stocks to the production. So that kind of items will be mentioned here in return receiving from the branch. So you have to mention that, so that what will happen, the stock will be reduced which has been returned from the shop, and it will be added in the existing one. So the other reports related to that production stock and good transfer details can be seen here in the production module. Now let us go and see the shop or the branch. So you can see here, this is the billing screen. The billing screen comprises of the POS button. You can either use a POS screen, otherwise if you want to use a keyboard, then you can type it here for a fast billing also. So these are the categories which has been created in the production itself, and you can just click and see that these are the items. So you can either click multiple times to make the quantity increase, otherwise you can enter it directly also. So the stock available is 4 and the quantity I have entered is 2. So it shows the amount. Then you can change the another category, chocolates or cheesecake. So you can add the quantity. This will be added along with this. If you want to remove the particular item, there is an X symbol here, you have to remove it. Okay. So in case if you want to enter from directly from the keyboard itself, then you can select it and you can type it. So I type it and I enter the quantity. It will be added automatically. So either you can use the touch screen or the mouse, or else you can use a keyboard. Next comes the sales type, whether this is this order is direct order, whether your customers has come directly to the shop and making the order, otherwise it's an online order like Swiggy, Zomato, or if you are having any online store, so whether it has been received from there, if you want to make a billing for that particular one, then you can do the same. So what is the payment mode, whether it's cash or card or any other thing like online Paytm, or if it is not paid, you have to mention it not paid. And you have to enter the customer mobile number. If it is an existing customer, the name will be appearing here. Otherwise, you have to enter the name for the first time, and this the contact details will be added in the database. In case if you want to provide any discount, so there is an option here to provide discount check, so that the this is the manager name. This manager name will be selected, and the mobile number of the particular manager, he will receive an OTP. So that OTP should be entered so that the discount will be applicable. This will help the particular shop to encourage the, that is to provide a discount based on the authentication of the manager. So in case if you want to hold a particular bill, if the customer is searching for any balance or any amount, you can hold this particular bill. So I'll remove this discount and I'll hold this bill. What will happen is this number 1 will be kept on hold. You can start billing for next person. As I enter the previous customer name, so the database is being stored, so it will show the customer name. If you want to take a checkout of this bill, then you can take a print. A print automatically generates from here as a thermal print. So this shows all the details. This is the shop name, and the type of billing, the customer name, the bill number, date and time. What is the HSN code, and what is the product name with comes in slash, the quantity, the amount, the tax details, CGST, SGST. So this is the item of split up tax details in a tabular column. So if you want to mention anything other than this as a footer, like keep kindly refrigerate or fresh cream products, something like that, you can mention it here. So once we complete, what will happen is, if you want to again revoke this particular hold bill, you can click on that. The same item will be listed which was being kept on hold. You can take a printout again. Same way for this product. So 2 items were there: eggless cupcake chocolate and mango juice. So we have completed this one. Next we can move on to the order. So order details. So in case if you are accepting any party orders or any birthday or any wedding cake orders, then you have to enter these details in the order form. So this order form will show you how many pending and how much has been delivered. So this will show the pending orders which has been on delivery on 8th. It has not been yet, they have not received from us. So this details can be seen, whether if you want to see only the delivery details. So these items has been delivered. If you want to add a new order, okay, so the book number you have to enter. The payment mode, you can select which payment mode they are going to make a settlement. So you have to enter the customer name. So customer mobile number, when you enter, automatically the customer database will be fetched. The delivery date, when they want a delivery, if you want to for next week, you can mention it. And what's the delivery time. You can select the flavor of the cake. So 1.5 kg and tax will be imposed. You can see these details. So whether they are direct customer and the pickup location. So you have multiple branches. Sometimes your customer will come to a branch A, and but he wants to pick up to any other location. You can select the location details also. It's a default location. You can select to any other one, whichever the customer is requesting. So what is the occasion, birthday, farewell, function, you can mention anything, and whether he has provided you the any advance or you have provided any full amount. So when you click advance, what will happen is you have to enter the advance. Out of 1260, he is paid 500 rupees. So the difference amount is 760. He has to pay the balance amount while he going to take a order. So who has taken this order can be entered. Along with that, we can mention the delivery charges if in case required. At the same time, if you want to provide a discount, you can mention the maximum discount allowed, because without the knowledge of the administrator, the employee cannot provide huge discount without his knowledge. So that we have restricted by providing the OTP so that the discount will be enabled, and to which extent you can provide the discount is also applicable. So what happens is the print will show you for the order. This is for the order. This is the invoice generated. So order number, book number, this is a manual book number we are maintaining. What's the date and what's the delivery date? So what is the item, CGST, SGST, what is the advance they have paid, what is the balance. Any messages to be added can be added in the system so that it will mention it here. So any today delivery pending order can be seen here in segmented today's delivery order. Okay, then comes the bill settlement. In today bills, these are today's bills, and these two bills, if you want to make any changes, these are the cash payments. If you want to make as a card payment in case, so we want to change cash to card, and this one to Paytm. You can process the bill and you can change the payment mode which has been received for a particular bill. This is the order settlement. Same way for the order, where if you want to make changes in the payment mode which has been received for the particular order, we can mention it here. The inventory details, the sales. This is the billing one. So if you want to return any stock to the production center, and you can mention what is the reason, what is the, whether it's a compliment or damage or date bar or any other things. So you can mention this as a wrong GRN also. Unnecessarily you have received an unwanted stock that can be returned to the particular production center. So if you want to change the reason also, you can make changes. For mistakenly you have mentioned as a date bar instead of wrong GRN, you can go to this particular place and just, check here. So we have not returned any stock, so it's not showing here. Next comes the payment entry. Any expenses which has been incurred in a particular branch or the shop, you can mention it here. What is the account name? What is the charges we have imposed, like diesel, discount, drainage work, or food missing, anything like that. So you can mention it and you can enter the amount with the description. It will be added in the report as a payment entry. And next comes the GRN master. You can either add as a bulk entry or else you can mention it here as a GRN details. Any GRN that is good received can be seen here and can be accepted. Daily stock request. You can request stock from here to the particular branch, or you can either request from the branch or the production center also. You can enter it quantity. I need this 2 kg, this 1 kg, and add to the queue and send request to the branch or any other production center. In case if you have 2 production center, you can request to any other production center and you can either increase or decrease the quantity of here. You can send the request. And good received. So what is items you have received from the place, you can enter the DC number So the particular DC number will be listed out here. You can receive it details. Stock request details. So same way for inter-branch stock request or any GRN plus or minus, everything is about stock details. And all the reports like day closing report. So you have to enter the denomination which has been for which. So you have to go for the cash to office or cash to petty cash, closing petty cash. So, few amount will be kept in the petty cash in the box itself, and the rest of the amount will be transferred to the main office. So, so that you can mention what is the denomination you are keeping in your particular store for a backup and how much you are sending. So, the particular day will be session closed, so that you cannot make any changes. The denomination report is all the overall denomination report. So next comes the order form report. What are the order form we have order you have received, or other details can be seen here. Total sales report you can be seen here. What are the sales? You can click the plus button. You can see by item wise. So total amount can be seen here. You can see by sales type, summary as payment mode, direct how much, Swiggy how much, Zomato how much. You can see by particular day alone. Paytm and cash, and you can see Swiggy there is no orders today. You can see in that way also. Or you can see for a particular week. So you have so much of orders for a particular week from Swiggy alone or Zomato alone. 3 orders from Zomato. So some few orders more than that Swiggy has been received. Your own online. So no, nothing. So same way you can see in a detailed view also. Summary report. So cancellation, any order has been cancelled, that can be also seen. Any stock details, everything can be seen here. Can calculate cash to office and save it here. You can take a printout of this and you can give it to the team. So this is about the day closing report. This is about the denomination report. So all the reports required for the branch, production, store can be seen from this application, and same way you can synchronize for the particular day. So you can synchronize all the details to the branch or the production. All the things can be seen from one system itself by the administrator. So in case if you want to have you have to run a test trial from your side, then you can request us, or else you can go and visit our website www.bigtibis.com. And you can go and request a free trial from us. Otherwise you can contact us through mobile also, like number is 9123515998. So in the industry you can see the bakery option. So the free trial button is there. You can enter your basic details and you can request for the free trial. So we'll provide you based on that. Thank you for watching this video.